Well,
Barely get Vince. We never get Vince.
Oh, that's loud.
Oh, my
That's
bad.
loud.
My bad.
Too quiet now. It's too
My
quiet.
bad, my
Bring it
bad.
up.
Well, here's the thing.
Come on, everyone. Do
Okay.
the double hands.
Well, here's the thing.
My husband.
Welcome to the We Out Here MMA, not podcast, but show.
Song's pretty fire, dude.
What's
Song's
up,
pretty
everyone?
fire.
To We Out Here MMA, not podcast, but show, but now podcast. I'm here with two of my husbands plus an extra special uncle, and he's a
Ooh.
juicy one.
Hot uncle.
He's like, yeah, it's my hot uncle.
Ooh.
Get ready for my hot uncle. I have my husband to the top left. His name is Alex Acosta. Flex
Yo.
those traps, baby.
You can't see it.
Oh,
'cause
you
of the
can't
shirt,
see it through the
you
shirt.
know,
That was a
but-
bad muscle to flex on
Yeah.
camera. You get from my other guy, he's super tired. The guy just trained a bunch of people at 8 o'clock, and now it's 9 o'clock. So he is malnourished and he wants to sleep and hook up with his wife. Give it up for my husband, Nick Dunn.
Dude, Gil really knows me, dog. Like, I'm not even tired, though. So you're over here talking shit about me being tired. Guess what? Eyes are open. Not even tired, dude.
Oh,
Dude, when you
get
open your eyes,
tired.
your eyes are so tired. You
Hey,
get
look.
pretty wiped out. Or you probably usually go to bed around this time, anyways.
Nah, dude. I'm ready to go, bro. It's been a long day.
You just told me you fall asleep on horse rides in Red Dead Redemption. That's the game.
Yeah, but those horse rides are really boring, dog.
Nick, what
Like,
time do you go to sleep at?
Anywhere from 10:30 to 12 a.m.
Okay, that's about me. Like usually it's around like 12ish.
I don't know why you had to think about that so much, but whatever. And
'Cause it
guys,
varies.
more,
Let's talk
more
about
importantly,
Vince,
we
though.
have a hot uncle here, a super hot uncle.
Mm.
He's actually the president of Free the Cane movement.
Free the
he
Cane.
also goes by the Grand Master. He goes by Mexican martial arts. He also goes by Vincent Vera.
Like, who the fuck is that, bro? Who is Vincent Vera?
Ooh.
You mean
Ooh.
Mexican martial arts, dude?
Dude, we're here. The real Four Squad is here. This is the Warzone 4 Squad that's never
Ooh.
played Warzone before.
That game's over.
Bro, I was almost in a war zone today.
Why? What's your story? Alex had a story. you wanted to tell us.
Segue to this.
Solid
So
segue.
here we go, because the fights this weekend are boo-boo, so I don't give a fuck. I'm finna take my time with this, make y'all feel emotion. You ready? So this morning, as y'all know, I stay in the camper, right? And we have an alarm system here. We have like a video camera system. When shit comes by the front door or the back door of the camper,
Well,
we get a
ring.
notification, right? Yeah, basically like a ring, but it's called Arlo. So it's about, I was supposed to have my client in Simi Valley. He canceled last night, really late, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna sleep in a bit. It hits about 8:30 a.m. in the morning, and I wake up to a phone call, right? And I'm literally like, when you just wake up, your eyes are like cross-eyed, you're still blurry and shit. I see it's my mom, so I'm like, So I answer it, and it's, get in the house, at the top of her lungs, screaming, get in the house. And I'm like, wait, what? Go to the house, Sierra. So I'm like, oh, fuck, because my sister is home alone, right? But this wasn't like a normal, like this was like a scream, like, oh,
That's
fuck.
really serious.
So in my head, I was like, oh, shit, someone broke into the fucking house. Like there was no other conversation so I literally start running to the house, right? And in my head, like the first thing that popped in my head was like, fuck, I don't have a weapon, bro. Like I was getting
And you
nervous,
looked at your
right?
hands, dude. You were like,
No,
oh my god,
fuck.
these
But
are my weapons.
So I start running to the house, and then my heart is just going boo, right? And I get to the door and I try to open it, and it's not open. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? The door's locked. Like, so in my head for a quick second, I'm like, oh, no one's even in the house. And I look in the window and I start to walk away because I needed my keys. And as I start to walk away, I hear my sister, help me, at
Oh
the
my
top
God,
of her
bro.
lungs, right? So I fucking sprint over to the camper, right? Grab my fucking keys and I run back, and then like I stick the key in the door, and I just remember in my head, and I'm not even exaggerating, this is all thoughts in my head. I'm like, man, please don't fucking die today. Like, please don't fucking die. Because I didn't know what the fuck was going on in the goddamn house. So I open up the door real quick, and I swing open the door, and I don't see my sister or anything. And then I just hear her scream again, help. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And like I run in, and she's over by the dog, and the dog had its head like stuck in its cage. So our new puppy has like a really deep underbite, and it was stuck like in the cage, like with her teeth. So I was like, my first initial thought was like, oh fuck, it's just a dog. Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I was
Jesus
like,
Christ.
shit. So then I go over there, but it's stuck in the cage, bro. And
That's
this is when the adrenaline comes in, bro, because like, so I'm literally with my fingers, right, just trying to pull this fucking cage apart, and I'm pressing in her chin with my thumb, right, and I'm pushing it, and one part snaps in, she gets a little further, right, and then she does it again, and she gets out, and she wasn't hurt or anything. I think the dog was scared. But like I have blisters on my thumb and on my fingers.
All right. This is what has to happen. You need to have a family meeting, and when someone calls for help, give you a little context instead of saying,
Oh my god,
help!
Bruh.
Like, hey, the dog is stuck, Alex.
that's
Can
so
you
scary.
help?
Bruh. So like I went back to when we got back home later on throughout the day, I went to the fence to try and pull that shit. Just like I was like, that's when that adrenaline kicks in, bro, because I could not move that shit. But I just want to say something on that adrenaline dump. When it finally went away, that was the worst adrenaline I've ever had, because I felt sick to my stomach. Like I needed to throw up, because in my head, like, no. But like, that was the first time probably in my life that I was like, all right, I'm going into a situation. Hopefully I don't fucking die. Like, cause I didn't know what was going on. But then my mom was telling me that she didn't get any info from my sister. My sister called her and was screaming, help me! I don't know what to do, help me! And she's like, all I hear is your sister screaming at the top of her lungs, help me. She's like, imagine a parent. I'm in the middle of the freeway and your daughter that's home alone calls you and is screaming, help me!
Your
That
sister's
scared the
gotta,
shit out of me.
Your sister got to put more context to stuff,
I have
man.
adrenaline dump from that, dude. I was
Bruh.
very nervous. I was very scared.
But
also, I want
you
to say
say?
one thing. If
Go
there's ever anybody I wanted to do a job where just like it needed somebody to break something with their bare hands, I'm picking Alex every single time, dude.
bro.
Yeah.
You're perfect for
You
the
hear-
job, my dude.
Bro,
You hear a
honestly,
call
like,
from Nick's like, help me. He's like, I need to open my butt cheeks.
bro, my fingers are low key, like, really, my fingers are like, I'd be like this with just my middle fingers too, like this.
Nick's like, go deeper.
Bro, but my fingers are like hella sore, like from it, like from doing it like really hard.
Yeah.
But
Well, I just want to say, hey, Vince, how you doing, man?
Yeah, dude. That was
I
crazy,
just-
bro.
I thought it was, I don't know.
What are your thoughts on that story? Break
I
it down
just
for
liked
us.
how I couldn't help but here's what my mind heard. I walked into there hoping I don't die today, and then
Yeah.
jumped to, and now I got these blisters.
bro, honestly,
Yo,
these blisters kind of
opposite
hurt.
ends of the spectrum of pain. Death
Yeah.
and blisters.
Hey, you know, I will say this though, I'm happy because I know, like, even though it was really scary, right? Imagine, like, I have no context. I know my sister's home alone. I'm hearing just get in the house, like screaming, but I'm like, at least I know I would go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
You
like,
think you would go?
no, but everybody says they would, but like until they're in a situation, I'm telling you right now, afterwards, bro, my heart was like, and once I started calming down, I was like, fuck, bro. Like my adrenaline wore off. I felt sick, but I was like, man, at least I know, like, for real, like if it's something
Yeah.
with them and shit, I'm going in. But I was honestly like in my head, really like, I don't have a weapon. Please don't fucking die. Please don't die.
You got a weapon. You got 2 legs and some hands, bro. You
Yeah,
can
but if they
throw-
got a gun, bro, these bazookas, but like sometimes they miss.
you just be like, I'm gonna punch the bullet. I'm gonna punch the bullet.
If there's anybody that can punch a bullet, it's fucking Alex.
It's
bro.
Alex.
If
He's
Alex
gonna
gets
be
a
like-
hold of you, oh my god, and you're under 220, bro.
Imagine if
Yeah,
someone
it's
was in
night-night.
here and I got a hold of them, I might be going to jail. You might be saying free Kane and live God shit, bro. Like I might be home brazy up in it big.
They're gonna be like, that guy
You gotta
got
get those
so many
hands registered,
blisters.
brother.
That guy got
I
so
know.
many blisters though.
I
Have
get
you seen
free
his
because of my
thumbs? Holy
blisters.
shit.
Just all blisters. A whole thumb's a blister.
Is the
Um,
dog staying somewhere else now?
Yeah, so she's not gonna sleep in the cage. So like the crate, she's growing really fast because she's like American Bulldog. So like the cage, I think just got to a point. We don't know what the fuck how she got there or what put her in that position. But yeah, so what we did is we transitioned her to our full size American Bulldog because he has a huge cage. We transitioned her into that one now, so she has a lot more room. So when we're not gone, we don't have to worry about her being like. Yeah, but I don't know. In my head, I was like,
Wow.
"Oh, it's just a dog." Like,
Wow.
I felt bad because I love my
Jeez.
puppy, but I was like, "Fuck, bro! I thought I was about to die and shit."
This is same, but not. Vince, has there ever been a situation where, let's say, your kids, right, were calling for your help, or they're in a situation? Have you been in one of those adrenaline situations?
Anthony Smith situation.
Yeah. It's like
We gotta
actually
keep it MMA style, you know.
It's like one of my kids died last week. I didn't help her.
It's really weird that you bring this up right now.
Oh God, I'm so sorry, dude.
And I wasn't
No,
prepared
dude.
to talk about this.
You piece
Oh,
of shit,
Gil.
Gilbert.
And I'm gonna
Bro.
not. I'm gonna not let myself get emotional because it was.
Oh my God.
You're
what?
such a piece
Bruh.
of shit.
I
That's
didn't
what-
realize.
Dog, but that's what my mom was saying. She was like,
Ah.
bro, imagine your kid calling you
Yeah.
and it's just help
Screaming.
me. Yeah, you're just
Well, okay, so you guys might feel the same about my story as with Alex's story, but this
As long as
last
it ends with
week,
better. Hey, it has to end with blisters. Go ahead.
On your thumbs, at least.
Um,
Something with your thumbs.
I'm just gonna gloss over this real quick because I don't
Yeah.
want to get emotional.
No, please.
This last week, my daughter came running into the house like hysterical,
Wow.
and told me that our dog had passed away.
Oh.
And I thought she was
Sorry to
joking
hear,
at
bro.
first. Yeah, we had her for over 8 years, and
Damn.
sometimes you're close to animals, and sometimes
Yeah.
you're not with other ones. I
Yeah.
really loved this dog, and
What kind of
at
dog
first
was
I
it?
thought it was a little mix. It was like a little terrier mix.
Mm.
I don't know what, but I thought she was joking at first because the way she said it, she was like hysterical, and I was like, what? Like, you're joking, or are you? And then she was like, and then that caused her to get even more hysterical because she wanted me to believe her. And it's like that feeling, like my heart just like went to my stomach, and I just went running outside, and I was like, kind of, it was sudden. We didn't expect it. It's not like she was on the brink of death or anything.
Yeah.
In like a frenzy, and I think I made it worse on myself. I was like trying to revive her.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I was, and like, I don't know. I think I just felt, because both of my kids were there just sobbing, and it's like, I have to
Damn.
do something. I want to make this pain go away. And it was like hopeless. And I had to come in and we were just there. And it was like the worst day of our lives. And it was just awful because my kids are young and we've had the dog for a long time, but thanks for bringing it up, Gil.
I know,
you piece
Gil.
of shit, Gilbert,
Fuck,
dude.
bro.
I'll be honest. Nick put that in the notes. He said, "Ask about the dog."
Yeah, hey,
God,
dude.
Nick.
I did.
Dogs-
It was rough though.
Hey, I'm
Dogs are-
sorry, man.
Dogs are
Sorry to hear
rough,
about
bro.
that.
We had a
losing a pup is real tough, dude.
Yeah.
and I told you about the whole. I think I've told all of us, right, about my dog story with the car when I first moved here.
No,
Basically,
but it should be a minute long though. Go ahead.
yeah, quick story. Basically, our really loving dog Lucy, who we loved, she was only like 4 years old. She out in Temple City. She walked onto the street, literally right in front of us, and got fucking taken out by a car.
God, in front of you too. Jesus.
Literally, like from here to like this wall. And so she got up and started running away, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, she's good. So, but then she was like bleeding and pooing like nonstop, and just like, yeah. So, the dogs are the worst, bro, because that shit hits, bro, because that's like, But
Yeah, that's your guy.
I was like
Your
doing
little-
research and
little buddy.
everything because I felt like, what's wrong with me? Because I felt like I felt bad because I was like, I don't even feel like I took it this hard when some of the people in my life passed. Like,
Yeah.
what is going on? And I looked it up, and it was like, because you live with them and you see them every day, and they're embedded into your routine. They depend on you, and it's like such a different relationship than someone you see, bi-weekly or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was like it hit hard, but
Dude, dogs are family, bro.
yeah.
Dogs are
yeah,
family.
Gilbert,
And
just
it's
because you don't
okay.
have no dogs, you're all
okay to
making
feel
fun of
that
us
way,
for
man.
having dog deaths in our family.
I
Nick?
cry about my dogs all the time.
Nick,
I don't
dog
have a sad dog story. I would like not to share it because it's pretty. It's been a great intro to the show, and a lot of honestly a good contrast, and it shows our depth. I think we have depth. You know what I mean? We can make you cry, and we can make you get really upset with our picks. So it's all good. It's all good.
That's the spectrum. Do you want to be sad and also have
Yeah.
terrible picks? That's what.
Do you
want to
get mad at our rationale for our picks? Then listen to
Well,
our show.
Speaking of picks, let's get to our fight recap. No cap. I don't know how to transition that other than rest in peace to all our community's dogs and all your pets and all your
Yeah,
pets.
comment below your fucking pups.
Yeah, hey, if you've had a pet that passed away, all I want you to do is comment RIP in their name, and we're just gonna all like and pray for the pups and or
RIP.
cats
or hamsters.
or lizards.
And we're accepting tithe as well. So send us money. Send us
Yeah.
some money as you
Yeah,
guys
send
do
us,
it.
send us a tithe as well. Yeah.
Send us a tithe.
All right, guys. We'll just recap a couple of fights. I mean, the biggest one is a headliner, John Mahal Hill, our boy. He's been a we out here
The hood
homie,
stance.
even though we've never met him. But John Mahal
He's my
Hill
favorite, bro.
got the win. He got a big name, Thiago Santos, out of there. Nick, we'll start with you. Where does he go from here? Who does he fight next? It's kind of,
Dude, I think he should fight for the fucking title, man. Give
you think
him-
straight to the title?
Dude,
No,
give who else, bro? Who
Jan,
after
give him some
Ankalaev?
Janage.
Yeah, dude. Well, that's probably what's gonna be next. But after Ankalaev fights for the title, I think give John Mahal, somebody. But it'd probably better for him to fight Jan if he could piece up. If he could walk down Thiago Santos the way he did and demand control in that fight, like it was a tough fight for him, but he did great. I think he did really well. So, I'm interested to see how he does with Jan. So he's really exciting. Big fan. Love him even more. I'm gonna get some tattoos on my chest like that. I'm gonna get the fucking I'm gonna get those
The
thumbs
Mario
too, like,
hands. Shit.
these are fire.
Vince, I don't know if you watched the fight, but if you're familiar with John Mahal Hill, I'll give you a couple names above him right now. So we have champion Yuri, we have Glover below that, Jan, Ankalaev, Ratchik, Anthony Smith, and then John Mahal Hill. Anything? I don't know how familiar you are with him, but he crushed the fight. He's a 4-fight win streak or
Yeah,
5?
something like that.
Just he's been
He's on a good win streak.
really
he's
good win
the
streak.
And he
biggest name.
lost. His
Little
loss was
fiber.
that freak accident loss. Remember, like his arm popped out of socket, or when he. I mean, he was in
Paul
a submission, but I mean, his arm
Paul
kind of
Craig.
was like, pop.
Yeah, Paul
Yeah.
Craig did that though. He did.
Yeah,
Vince,
Paul Craig.
Any
does that.
matchups you'd like to see or any comments on John Mahal?
I'm trying to tread lightly here and be
Do it.
respectful to the viewers because I've noticed that some people don't appreciate that I come onto the show and talk about fights that I don't even watch. So
No, who cares, dude?
Who gives a shit,
Who
dude?
cares?
so
Bro,
Nobody
Gilbert
watches
never
far.
watches the fights, bro.
I don't even know who half these fighters are.
He makes up
Like-
his picks.
Like, who the
Constantly.
heck is Marvin Vittori? What is
That's
that?
a good question.
dish?
I can't answer that question.
So I can't see him jumping over 3 entire guys all the way to
But
like
say
I'd,
it, but
I'd
say
like
it.
to see him against Jan. That would be
But agree with me.
exciting. But I feel like they'd want him to go through like Ankalaev first. I want that though. That would be really nice. And Anthony Smith, it's kind of like he's non-existent right there. So you can go right to Jan. It's like a placeholder right there. It's just a matter of time, and it's unfortunate. He's kind of more he's not even on the 50-50 anymore. He's like more commentator than fighter at this point. And if he
Yeah.
might
so.
even make better
Take.
money doing that. Why not? Get some nice
Yeah.
clothes and just talk. Don't get punched in the
Dang,
face.
we know who Vincent hates.
Yeah.
He's just
I
one of
guess-
those guys. He's like in my category with like Holly Holmes, Michelle Watterson. Like, stop breaking my heart. Go do something else. Just be a commentator.
Mm.
Holly Holm a baddie
Go do
too.
Dancing with the Stars, yo.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, if Anthony Smith did Dance with the Stars, worst character on there. Worst
He
person.
He might win.
Blows
He might. No,
layout.
he will win. But you already know how I
Fighters
feel
can
about.
dance, bro.
You already know how I feel about him being with Michael Bisping. Michael Bisping needs another co-host to do bits.
He doesn't do
He
bits.
needs to do
Anthony
bits.
Smith don't do bits.
Yeah.
Do bits, Anthony Smith. Alex, thoughts on Jamal Hill or where he should be fighting next?
I think, yeah, I mean, I agree. I think the Jan fight makes sense. I know Jan's really trying to push to get the title fight, and Glover wants it. So I either think you give him Glover or Jan. Whoever doesn't get the title fight out of Glover or Jan, that's who you give it to. The only thing what I think is going to happen, which is what I don't want to happen, is I think they're going to have Jamal Hill fight Magomed Ankalaev. And I wish it wouldn't unless it was for a title. Just because, like I said, and I still, to this day, I think Magomed's going to be champ, and I think he'll be the champ for a little while. So I would love to see Jamal not have to fight him unless it's for a title. So, like, if he could do anything, because I think if Magomed isn't the champ, but Jamal Hill can get to a championship fight, I think Jamal can beat these guys. I think he can knock these people out, everybody at the top. So I think it's going to be either Jan, Glover, or Magomed. I think the fight that makes the most sense, probably Magomed, because they both just won, their first like top 5 ranked style fights, but who knows?
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to we'll just touch on the next one quick. Just I know Nick will want to say something because I feel
No, I
like
won't.
you've been I feel like you've really supported this guy quite a bit. Jeff Neal. I feel like he was always kind of shaky with his record, but bro, that guy,
He's a
He'd be
beast. I've always been
he'd
high
be
on
putting
him.
crosses to people's faces.
I
He
think-
looked good.
Yeah, man. He looked a little more confident. Something changed for him. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's mental. Because I always felt Jeff Neal was so talented, and I always thought he was gonna make a bigger splash than he's done
But he could
recently.
never put it together.
But it's also he is fighting tough dudes, and at this level where he's at, it's like you make one small mistake that's gonna cost you, dude. But he made Vincente Luque look like he was touching him up, and nobody ever finishes or TKOs Vincente, even the toughest dudes. So the fact that he was able to get through kind of proves I'm right about Jeff Neal, bro. Like it kind of proves like he's pretty good. Like he's the hype is real, you know. But I don't know.
Hype is real.
I like-
Some
I
might
like-
say the hype is real, you know.
I like Jeff Neal. He always his face to me always it gives me that expression that he always is catching somebody in a lie. Like he's like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, and his hair
He's
also
sassy, bro.
he needs to just cut it short because like it's not growing that much right here. So it's like really short right here, but like really back right here. I was like, bro, you know, just keep that nice like skin fade on the side. But he's good, bro. I'm excited. I mean, his one tough fight was Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, but if you're gonna strike with him, it's gonna be a hard fight no matter what. So other than that, I think he had some good fights. He did beat Belil Muhammad before, you know what I'm saying? So if
Remember the name.
That name.
remember the name. I forgot about that shit a long time ago. I forgot his name a long time ago, but yeah, he definitely can. I think you can do good at these tops, bro. I'm excited to see how this weight class starts to play out here soon.
Yeah,
that's
please
what-
fresh meat, bro.
They're
Fresh
shifting
meat.
it. It's shifting around. I like it. Vince, just I don't know why I thought about this. Vincente, you don't like him, right? I remember you like shitting on him one day, and we're all like, "Oh, hot take."
Yeah, I do think he's not the worst, but I do think he's overrated, and I do think he's a little obnoxious.
Mhm.
So you proves that Jeff Neal didn't beat anybody, really. Boom, Nick. You were proved wrong.
This guy's all, but you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna shit on my take, but then like kind of justify it at the end of his explanation. That's what
Go
Vince
ahead,
does.
Vince.
Oh, I just thought he was annoying.
That's
I
his
mean,
thing,
Honestly,
bro.
before you continue, Vince, I'm gonna interrupt you again, like I always do. But you do have the most creative and the best, freshest takes that
They
I
do.
I feel like I can't disagree with them. Like, you know, there's two sides to every coin, and I feel
Some-
I'm on
some
one
say-
side, but you make
That's a
me
lot of
go,
pressure.
you make me flip flop. You make me.
I think
flip-flop.
he
And that's
creates
my
a third
thing.
side. There's no third side to a coin, but I feel like you create it.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
true.
Mm.
Like, oh, I
I
didn't even
will
look
say,
under here like that.
Here's
you know?
a hot take. I say some of Vince's takes is way hotter than Grandmaster's takes. I'll just put that down there.
Ooh,
Yeah, low key.
low key.
Ooh,
Hey,
I'm
Vince, you have like
complimented, but I'm
Arrow
also...
One is over
you haven't
here?
seen since this, huh?
Shit.
Oh,
Hey.
dye your hair blonde.
Hey, bro, you already know.
Vera.
You already know.
mullet though.
Yes, sir. You already know who's winning that
I'm
Islam
gonna,
fight.
I'm gonna get the Islam. I'm gonna get the Islam. If you're gonna get the fucking all over,
Bro,
Hey,
you're-
imagine Nick just comes
Nick
with
is a beard.
I'm gonna just grow my chin strap out and hopefully, dude, like I get a little peach fuzz here, but maybe if it's dark enough, it'll
I
look
could
like
low-
Can't
I could low-key
imagine
do
Nick
that
with
beard.
I saw this
Nick-
thing on Instagram. You could like micro needle and then really
oh, dude,
fill it in.
come on, guys.
Dude, Nick with a,
Nikki
a
from
beard like
Dagestan.
that and just constantly going, the hype train is real. Like this.
I'll do this because this is more fun to do.
Yeah. Okay, one more. Let's touch on this really quick. Muhammad Usman, Kamaru Usman's brother, didn't realize he's massive,
Dude.
top heavy.
You know who
I
he
guess-
looks like? Do you guys remember the movie Dodgeball?
Mhm.
Oh my,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
Michelle.
Remember
He's
Michelle?
Michelle.
He looks
He
like
looks
Michelle,
like
dude.
Michelle.
He
That's
looks like
actually
Michelle.
his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna like post something or say something about how this looks like a higher Pokemon version of Usman. I thought it was gonna be racist because I thought he looks exactly like him. I didn't realize that's his brother.
But you're
Yeah.
right.
Bro,
It's
you gotta post
technically
that.
his younger brother.
Younger
Kamaru's the older one.
Oh man.
So you actually evolved into Kamaru. You're smaller.
Dude, how old is Muhammad?
I honestly thought the guy was 48. Not
He
gonna lie.
looks
honestly,
like a
like-
father of 5, dude.
I don't think he's on anything, but I think he was definitely at one point on some stuff.
Do you think that's because of how it's like the muscles are all crinkly? That's how I call
Yeah, and he
medical
almost
stuff.
looks like he kind of has a little bit of gyno, old school guy, like he has some gyno there.
But we both have gyno. We don't even actually. Well, I guess yeah.
I know, but look at him.
steroids.
You also have to look at his body type. He's fucking jacked. He's huge and cut. I'm not saying he was, but I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think he's on anything now. You can kind of tell because he's a little like softer, if that makes any sense. He's not like skin tight, jacked as fuck. But it'll be cool to see. I mean, his striking, I still I mean, I know he knocked him out, but I think his striking still needs a lot of work. Like he's not like that good, I don't think, at striking. And you know, your power will get you some places, but once you like imagine him fighting Ngannou, like Ngannou is gonna put him to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like
Is he
Stipe, yeah, Stipe beats him. Like so, but he's new, so I'm
just
excited to see.
started, bro.
Yeah, I'm excited to see his progression. I'm just confused why he doesn't train with like Trevor Whitman in them. Like
These closed sessions, bro.
I'm really distracted by his gyno now. I'm just going through Google Images.
Oh, he got Gyno? Send some pics, bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
Edgar,
got a
can we get a
lot.
big picture of Gyno right here, please?
It's so
Wait,
weird that
what?
he got the gyno and his brother didn't. Like,
Oh,
I don't know. Why does I guess it
Shots
only works?
fired.
Wow.
What?
Bro,
'Cause
hot
Shots
take.
fired.
It's because I don't think Kumar's ever done steroids.
You're a
Does he have
hater,
guy
bro.
now? Are you sure
You're a
that's just not
hater.
like a lazy
Yeah,
tit?
He has gyno.
That could be a lazy tit, bro.
Nah, watch.
Are you an expert at lazy tits? I feel like you should be.
I don't look at people with
You're an
lazy
expert in
eyes and
gyno.
go, "Oh, they did steroids." I don't that same logic.
Oh,
All
he got
right,
LASIK.
guys, let's go on to
Like, this
our
one
we
you can
out,
see.
or just a shout out really quick to. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you can
Oh, I see it.
yeah.
It's on the right one, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad.
It's not
I
that
still
bad, dude.
suck on them thing. I mean, what were you saying?
God, bro. Well, shout out to
bad.
Terrence McKinney for getting another first round finish. That's all I'll say. Shout out to him. And then let's get into
Shout out
our
to
we
Ghost
out,
Pepper, bro. Shit.
Ghost Pepper for sure. Let's get into our we out here morning news.
God damn, that's so loud, bro. Give me a heart attack.
My bad.
I'm looking for my
I can't
charger.
hear it
I'm
because
like-
I don't have the headset plugged into that. I'm using my wireless one.
Before we get into
Fuck
the
that
our
shit.
producer's notes of morning news, I do. What the hell happened, Nick?
What you mean?
He started yelling at a plant.
Oh no, I just was saying you fucked us. You fucked us, to Alex. Why'd that get in
Okay.
so late? I said that like 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
Jesus.
bro, I don't know why, man. I just because my screen was on the notes, and I looked back and you're yelling at a plant. I freaked out.
No, I was yelling at something else. I'm looking at my charger.
Before we
Piece
get
of
to the listed news articles, I would like to ask you all a hot take question. Do we want to see Andrew Tate versus Jake Paul?
Yes,
Or
done.
Logan Paul?
Yes, dude.
Alex hates
Andrew
this
Tate
question.
can box, bro.
Can he box Jake Paul?
Probably. You guys see the leaked sparring footage of Rockman boxing with Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think?
Rockman looked like he was gonna do fine in that fight.
Yeah.
If it was any, obviously it's sparring, it's very different context, yada yada
He
yada.
fought him with one hand.
Jake Paul's a little bit better now, but like timing wise and what that
Movement.
guy could do, he looked like he was
Yeah.
comfortable in that sparring.
And he
in
kind
that
of told
sparring
the
match.
truth. Like he did, there was one where he did throw a couple right hands, but he mainly literally used his lead hand, and he was an orthodox when he's normally a southpaw fighter. So
He looked pretty good.
yeah,
He looked
Yeah,
pretty
and it's-
good.
I feel also he was coaching Jake during that entire thing.
Kind of.
yeah.
It's kind of weird. Vince, are you familiar with Andrew Tate? Have you been following the YouTubes lately?
I'm so it's like to me, Andrew Tate is like Bitcoin. It's like I
Yeah.
cannot stop hearing
real.
about it. Everyone's talking about it, but I'm still like, what is it? I haven't been like active.
What is it?
Like it's been weeks since I've really been plugged in and like trying to make content because I've just been giving my brain some time. And like every once in a while when I get on Twitter just because I'm bored or something or anything, I keep hearing about this guy and I don't know, like is he just a troll? Is he a TikTok guy? Was he actually a fighter? Was he even a good fighter? And then I
actually
hear
don't
that
even
he
know.
was like some weird extreme guy with all these hot takes just to make people mad. I don't really know what to think of him.
He's a troll.
It's
He's
all
making a lot of money.
it's all
He's
the
a money.
above.
Yeah.
It is actually it is all
It
the
kinda
above.
really
But
It
he
is
can
true.
fight. He can fight. He can actually
he
fight.
can kickbox.
So
he
here's
fought,
this-
like 30 fights in like Romania and like Eastern
Romania?
Europe kickboxing.
Yeah.
Is the Romania stuff real? That's a shtick, right?
Well, he
I
lives in
also-
Romania.
Yeah, I've also heard like he's actually like a piece of shit, like bad person. Like he has like
was
ongoing
sex slave?
investigations about like sex slaves
That
and
was
shit
that
like
was
that.
different. It was.
There's
it
an
wasn't-
article
it
right here
wasn't
that's-
him, bro.
Who is Andrew Tate and why are girls breaking up with their boyfriends for him?
'Cause he's a top
What?
G, bro. His videos
top
are
G,
fucking
top G, that's what-
hilarious, dog. Like some of the takes he has are fucking ridiculous, and some of them are really funny just for pure entertainment value.
Bro,
That's
that's
but
the
yeah,
power of algorithm and knowing how to market in a 3-week window became the most trending person in the world. How like that just shows you the internet, man.
they really forced his shit on my feed, bro. Like I wasn't trying to indulge in any of this because I saw him years ago on your mom's house in Tom Segura's
What?
podcast
Years ago?
years ago, like 2 years ago.
Like as a guest?
Yeah, as a guest. Like they would always feature him as like one of the cool guys, you know, in the segment. Like, here's a cool guy. They would always do that shit.
So like making
And
fun of him.
they were making fun of him, and then like they were just kind of entertaining it, and they realized that he was doing a whole fucking shtick, and they had him on the show, and it was
For
it's like
real?
a really funny interview.
It's hilarious. They're playing along with his character.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you know, and then Christina Pazitsky's like Andrew Tate, you know, if I don't want to be such a dumb bitch, like what do I have to do to get Tom to love me? And he's like, make me 2 coffees always, like always 2 coffees. Like that's just it's fucking ridiculous, but it's a fucking dude. That's what the internet is, dude. Like the Liver King. You think the Liver King is real, guys? He's the male version of Liver King. So
he's still claiming he mentioned about Joe Rogan. Yeah, he's still saying like he wants to go to Joe Rogan and tell him straight to his face, basically, that he's never touched anything. It's like, bro, we're not dumb, bro. We are not stupid.
Most guys are natty. Continuing. Tony Ferguson trains at Jackson Wick Academy, looking to be part of a team again. This is interesting. Someone I feel like we all think is probably at the tail end of his career or resurgent, depending on how you look at the last fight. Him joining a team, Nicholas, what do you think? Does this help it? Does it hurt? I feel like Jackson Wink team in general is kind of like, you know, whatever these days.
Maybe he's the new star there, dude. Maybe he's the piece that everyone needs, because everyone's going to start, you know, punching wooden bars. They're going to be, you know, suplexing plyo boxes over their head. They're going to be doing all this type of Tony Ferguson stuff, and it's going to bring, you know, Jackson Wink back to the forefront of the game. Okay. And John Jones is going to be like, hey, I see what you guys are doing. I want back. I want in. I'm sorry, you guys.
I feel like he is back.
Who?
I feel like I've seen videos of Jones back there hitting mitts, like on his stories and shit. Yeah.
Those are from 2012.
Oh shit.
Those are him when, you know.
What's crazy though is Ferguson's been at Black House too. So I wonder if like
Black House is not like an actual team, is it? Isn't it more?
Yeah, it's a team.
Yeah. Oh, that was like a.
But I feel like when people train with Tony at Black House, he was always just doing his own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like he would do his own thing and then just spar with everybody.
Yeah.
So
it's like what I told you when I saw him at the PI. Remember?
Yeah.
He did his own workout for like 3 hours. Like,
what was he doing? Just punching? He was punching fucking metal bars.
Literally, for like 30 minutes, he was just doing like shots on no one. Just like literally, like just shots and just shots, and then like elbows for like an hour on this one little pad. And I was just
that's
like,
why he breaks motherfuckers, man.
Yeah,
you just see him there, just sitting there, like biting bags. Like,
with a mouthpiece on, just for protection.
With the mouthpiece. Vince, do you think this helps Tony? Do you think does it matter? Is this even important news to know that Tony is now joining a team?
It's kind of weird. I feel like you can go either way with it, because on one hand, it's like it feels like common knowledge that everyone's always like, Jackson Wink ruins fighters. They make exciting fighters boring, and they just like destroy their career, and they go on this path where like, and then even though they cause them to stop being so reckless and like safer, more boring fighters, they still lose. So it's like there's that. But then on the other hand, it's like Tony Ferguson is so crazy. He takes so much damage. That's why people like him so much, because it's like you're always watching a scene of Batman getting beat up, and you're like on the edge of your seat because you know he's going to come back and win. With Tony, he doesn't, but there's still that hope that's embedded in us from childhood. But with Tony, it's like maybe Jackson Wink making him boring is for the best, because he'll stop getting just bludgeoned like he has been lately, and maybe he'll be able to have a little bit longer career. He'll still probably lose the decisions, but he'll make a little bit more money before it's over. So I'm having a hard time with this one. They're either going to make him more boring and safer and he won't get beat up, or they're going to ruin him too, and it's going to be even worse.
My man said bludgeoned, bro.
Bludgeoned, man. What is this, Game of Thrones? What are we doing here?
I feel like I have to go with the worst one. I don't see any more good for Tony. It just seems like the sad ending of a very sad story. I think it's just going to get worse and worse before he's in BKFC.
I was trying to be optimistic, but I agree with Vince, dude.
I will say too, like hearing stories about Tony, I'm not going to say who I've heard them from, but they're from close resources, is that no matter what, bro, he's one of those guys where it's just gonna be hard for him. So like he'll go to these teams, but I think he'll be there for 2 weeks and then he'll be gone. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he's so stuck in his ways, to where he was looking at the whole if it's not broke, don't fix it. But that shit's been broke already for a while. But in his head, it's not. I don't think so. I mean, he was training with some really good people out here, and he would just ghost them and not train, and then just go fight, and then get beat up, and then come back and be like, "Oh, I need to train." They're like, "Yeah, bro, we've been waiting for you. We waited for you the whole camp." He said, "I'm gonna do it," and they'll be back for 2 weeks, and then disappear again, and then all of a sudden his fight's here. So
You know what he needs? He needs fucking Death Clutch. He needs Suplex City. He needs Mr. fucking Brock Lesnar, dude. That's what he needs.
That's what got him started. That's how he got to the dance.
no, he needs to train at Lionheart Jiu-Jitsu.
He's gonna be F5 in everybody, bro. Fucking the next guy he fights, he's gonna hit him with the fucking jackhammer.
Did
You know
he
what I mean?
completely cut off Eddie Bravo after that bad advice? I forgot what he
Seemed
said.
like it.
He's like,
What was
throw
the bad
sand in
advice
his
again?
face.
What did he say? Throw sand or something?
No,
it
he
was the
said
Imanari roll.
Yeah, Imanari roll.
And then
But
like
low-key,
we
though,
never heard
fuck
from
it.
him again. Never even saw him on Joe Rogan again. Even
Yeah.
Joe talked to him after that.
Have you heard Eddie Bravo's like rationale for saying Berimbolo to go for a Imanari roll?
I think
Have
it's
you
'cause
guys
he
heard him
said-
explain it.
Because I
No.
think he was saying because like he doesn't know anything about the striking, right, or some shit like that. I forget.
Yeah, kind of. He was like, look, he's
Who,
obviously
who was he
not
fighting
gonna-
again? Can you remind me?
He was fighting Justin Gaethje, and he was
Okay.
getting touched up, right? But like the reason why he was getting touched up wasn't really fucking Eddie Bravo's fault. You know what I mean? Like Eddie Bravo was, and his rationale was like, okay, I get it. It makes sense, you know, to a certain degree. He goes, look, you're not beating him on the stand up. You're getting touched up. You might as well go for something unexpected, like a Imanari roll. Obviously, he didn't execute it properly, but you know, judging how Justin Gaethje is with his ground game,
Yeah.
that probably would have been his best path to victory, you know. But
Honestly, when you see it now, right?
looked bad. Yeah,
When you see Gaethje's ground game now, you're like, fuck. Imagine if Ferguson did get him down, bro. Like,
it could have been a different fight, but obviously that's a little crazy.
yeah. I mean, he threw
Well, yeah,
he threw invisible sand at Justin Gaethje's face. That should kind of show
That shit
where
almost
he's at,
worked.
bruh.
It
Was it
almost
invisible? Was it
Hey,
invisible?
you see
I'll throw that out
Gaethje,
there.
you see Gaethje go, oh.
worked.
And then he does the Van Damme. Yeah, he does the Van Damme thing.
yeah, that'd be fine.
All right, let's just get to our quick pick picks. Alec Acosta, Nick the Ear, and the Grandmaster. I think I want to do one fight here, and it's
And
just
that's
the
it.
main event.
Just
That's
the
it.
one
That's all
fight.
we need. And let's get into it because this is a really big fight for Marlon Vera, and actually kind of a big fight for Dominic Cruz. I feel like Marlon Vera getting a win on Dominic Cruz really catapults you now, really establishes you as well. And also Dominic Cruz losing, I feel like is a big deal in this fight. I kind of like will stop that. He's kind of older. It kind of like goes, hey man, you gonna retire? You want to be like Anthony Smith, make a bunch of money, just wear a suit? You can also just do that instead, you know? So I will start with the most concerned looking person here, which is Nick, because he was covering his mouth. What do you make of all this, sir?
I'll say this: is this the worst fight card of the year? Because what the fuck is this fight card?
I don't
dude?
know
It
most
is.
of these fighters.
Like, it's just crazy. Maybe it's
What's
just
wrong
an
with Devin
off week,
Clark? What's wrong with Devin Clark?
but he's not even the co-main. Devin Clark should be the co-main.
The
Bro, there's a-
Yasmin and Yasman, they're both default characters.
Yeah, bro.
Like-
Like honestly, the prelim should have been the main card on this. Like I don't know who put this card like placement together too. Like I'm
This
just
fight, it's not that it's necessarily a bad fight card. It's just like, what is this? You know, it's like,
Yeah.
what is this? I don't understand what it is. It's just a
I
weird
don't
fight card.
understand what it is.
bro. I bet you
Like
anything.
Bruno
though, they're-
Silva and Gerald Mershart should at least be the
Of
main, like
course.
co-main. Like no
course.
disrespect to Nate Landuer and David Onama, which is probably
Onama
gonna
though
be a
is
banger.
fire.
It's gonna be a
Onama's
banger of
fire.
a fight. It's gonna be a banger of a fight. But like, I would put this at the beginning of the fight card because I feel like
Name
it's-
recognition is
Oh,
not there.
exactly. David Onama is gonna probably knock out Nate, and that's all we have to say. But like, the whole fight card is just weird. Sorry. Going back to your original
really
question,
quick, you are right though. What is this? It's like
What is
Andrew
th-
Tate.
what
What is
is
Andrew
this?
Tate?
What
this?
is Andrew Tate makes more sense than this fucking fight card. I'll say that.
All right, hit
Um,
me with the Marlon Vera Dominic Cruz pick and why, and a lot of stake here. So choose wisely, Nick, and make
I
a
think-
solid pick.
I think Dom is gonna have He's gonna have success in the early rounds, but I feel like
There we go.
Chito Vera is such a dog. He's on. I've been so impressed with his growth and his progression in his game. Like now he knows who he is. Now he knows 5 rounds. He's going to be a tough fight for anybody for 5 rounds. So I think I give advantage to Chito Vera, and he's younger. He's he's
Finish?
Ecuadorian, and that's about it.
You see a finish?
I don't know. I think it'll be tough to finish him.
All right. Vincent, are you gonna go with your cousin Marlon Vera?
I'm gonna show how unbelievably objective I am, and I'm gonna go with Dominic. But I guess I'm not objective because I'm choosing him because he follows me on Instagram.
No way.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I hate your name drops. You
I
idiot.
do like Dom though. I'm a big fan of Dom. Can you tell him?
I've never interacted with him. I just saw he followed, and I didn't want to be like a clout chaser, so I didn't even DM him or anything.
Chase that clout, boy. Come on, man.
But I do think he's a really angry guy, and I just feel like I'm looking at his record right here, and it's like his last couple of wins he just got by on decisions. The 2 before that he lost. The 2 before that were decisions, and that was after that big old thing. He's always having controversy. He's always having all these interviews after about this went wrong, that went wrong. I'm so upset about this. I needed to fix that. I don't like this. And Marlon, I feel like unless I'm missing some, didn't he win like several of his most recent wins by decision? I don't see Marlon coming out with some crazy knockout. I feel like Dominic's going to be able to use his footwork, play with him, because Dominic wins pretty often or often enough by decisions. So I think if it goes to decision and Dominic has some time to play with him, because I don't think Marlon's going to come in and knock him out. I think Dominic can easily get the decision, maybe even a TKO, teeing him off on that feet with that footwork he sells for $49.99 on Instagram.
Oh, great program. I also think that is true as well.
10% promo code Mexican martial arts for the Dominic Cruz footwork.
Oh, he is biased. Alex,
It's a good
hit me
program.
with the truth, Alex. I want the truth.
Y'all about to be shocked as fuck when I say this, and I know the comments are finna go crazy after I say this.
You say Sean O'Malley, huh?
I don't know what it is, man. I still kind of feel like Marlon Chito Vera is a little overrated, bruh. Honestly, bruh. Like his last fight, okay, he beat Frankie Edgar, who's 3,000 years old, and his fought when I was like 9 years old, was fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, right, cool. Like even the Sean O'Malley fight, yeah, he won, but Sean O'Malley was doing pretty good in that one, and I don't know, bro. Like I just feel like Dominic Cruz is about to. Here's the thing with Dominic Cruz. I actually don't like him. Like he's really annoying.
What is this take? I love it.
He's really annoying. Like that whole shit with DC Loki gave me even more, because when he was fighting Cody, I'm a fan of Cody, so I didn't like Dominic Cruz. But then like this whole shit with like DC and shit, I was kind of like, bro, like who the fuck? He's kind of annoying on the broadcast because I feel like he's always trying to be the smart one and make sure that he's the smarter one out of all of them. But
go, Alex.
In his last fight, I mean, I've said it before, he looked fucking good, bro. After that first round with Pedro Munoz, bro, he came back. I was like, whoa, bro, like this motherfucker is good. So, yeah, he's really fucking annoying, honestly. I'm not a fan of him, but I am a fan of him, if that makes sense. So I think he's gonna win, and I think he's gonna put on a show for us and remind you guys, like, hey, he is one of the best bantamweights to ever do it. And I feel like Chito Vera, this is going to be a good loss for him because he's going to learn a lot from this, and he'll come back and be stronger.
You know what? Alex pulled a Nick there. Really threw me off.
Fire,
I'm not
dude.
going to lie. It was good.
You ain't hanging out with me too much.
Dude, you got me with the Nick switch ups right there. Here's why I'm right. Marlon Vera trains with Mackenzie Dern, which means he's an elite level ADCC grappler. 2, he trains with Michael Bisping. He was the former champ, and basically, if GSP wasn't on steroids, he would have beat GSP, which means by default, Marlon Vera is also a champion at middleweight. And 3, Ruvka. I've seen Nick buy shorts in Hawaii.
Ruvka.
That's what I call it. Ruvka.
Yeah, I've never seen an F in there, but yeah.
Rivka.
Rich, yeah.
It's just Ruka, you know, but
Can we get 5 more minutes of this, please? Thank you.
Great. Guys, those are our picks. We're all choosing different things, so that's going to be difficult for everyone. We will not be going down this main card because, like what Nick said, what is it? And we don't know what
this card
it is.
sucks, bro. Like,
Don't say it sucks. These people work really hard to get on that stage.
no, for sure. Yeah,
I
you're
will-
right. You're right. You're right.
I will say this.
It just doesn't make sense.
I will say this. This card, these are the cards that have the potential to be the most action-packed cards.
Low
in the
key
world.
facts, though. Facts.
Because,
Very,
like-
very
Nick,
true.
stop it, Nick.
Very true.
Stop it.
No, it is true. I always do this. Every time I talk shit about a fight card, it's always banger fights.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know what it is, but like it makes people want to fight. And then you could even say the most hype fight cards, like the Izzy Adesanya card and Jared Cannonier card,
Boring.
a lot of hype, kind of underwhelming, right? Like you're just like, I've
This
seen
is
better
like
fights in a fight
college
night.
basketball right here.
Mhm.
Low key, that's what it feels like sometimes. You're right. Shout out to fucking college basketball, according to fucking.
So we
Vince.
know
He
what this
fucking
is.
needs
We
it.
actually know what this is. This is the NCAA tournament, and we just don't know it yet until Saturday,
Exactly.
which
We'll
means
see.
none of us
We'll
are
see.
going to tune in still.
We'll see.
So
March Madness. March Madness is kind of fire though. You know, you're right.
it is fire. Guys,
missed
that
that.
is
I missed
our show. Those are our picks for one fight on the main card.
Mhm.
Can we do one more?
Thank
Let's
you.
just do one more. Let's pick one more really quick. And like really quick, one word picks.
All right, what fight do you think we should do? That would
Bruno
be
Silva,
interesting.
Gerald Mearshart,
You're sharp.
G Sharp.
Okay, I'll go first. Bruno Silva, because Gerald lost to an easy fighter named Hamzat. I go. Bruno.
I got Bruno Silva. Bruno Silva, remember, he went back and forth with Pieta, man.
Yeah.
Can I just say this real quick? Pieta posted a story today of his weight. This motherfucker weighed 233 pounds, bruh.
That's wild as fuck. How the fuck does he make 170, dude?
185.
Brazilian.
I thought he fought at 170.
No,
Yeah,
he's fighting Izzy,
185.
remember?
But
Pereira? Oh, I'm thinking of Michelle Pereira.
No,
my
no,
bad.
no.
Yeah,
Alex
yeah,
Pereira.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bro,
That's crazy.
233, bruh.
That's
I'm
crazy.
like,
He a thick
bro.
boy, dude. He a thick boy.
But
He's
I
made out
got
of stone. Also.
But so
How
with
much
that, I got Bruno
protein
Silva.
is he eat, you think?
Sure, at least
Okay.
pound per gram, dog. Pound per gram. Gram per
So how
pound.
many honestly, how much protein is he eating, Nick? What do you think?
He's probably not. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Does
how much
Brazil
he's
even
eating.
have protein, or do they have just
Yeah,
like
dog.
fruits
Yeah,
and shit?
You're right.
They got-
They're not
that's
known for their
rude as fuck.
steakhouse. They're not known for their steakhouses at all.
They have
Never
acai
been
and
to
shit, bruh.
Fogo
Yeah,
de
you're
chao
right.
ever.
There's eating
Nick-
acai sorbet all day.
Who you got, Nick?
I think I got Bruno. Bruno's a fucking savage.
So it seems like you guys are admitting that Hamzat didn't really beat anyone. Like when I said,
You're
because I fucking said that
I
Hamzat knocked out a
picked-
guy that wasn't good at stand up.
two things could be true at once, dude.
Yeah. Also,
Gerald
this,
Mearshart has beaten good guys, and I've picked Gerald Mearshart, and I've won my picks. I got my picks right. Okay.
You
But-
never get them right. You know this.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. So I'm talking shit.
also
but at the
this isn't
same
even
time-
Hamzat's weight class.
Bruno Silva, you know, he's fucking really good. So watch your fucking mouth, dude.
Vincent, what is your pick, but
Girl.
not based on their fighting skill or any knowledge of them, just on mere vibes, vibe checks?
On their auras.
Yeah, give me the vibe check. Who wins?
Um,
What do you see from that too?
Mearshart, because he looks poised and composed, and
Mm.
Bruno looks a little too angry. He's gonna come in with emotion and
Those eyebrows.
baggage. Yeah, there's just too much going on there. Something
pain behind
from
those eyes.
childhood that he's not equipped to deal with in the octagon. This is more like street kind of stuff.
Mm,
Street stuff.
He's from the favela.
Guys, those are our picks for 2 of the 18 fights on this card. I hope you like 2 of the picks we had for
Like, what
18
is this
total
card, dude?
fights. It is, what do we say? It's March Madness. We don't
It's like
know
a
yet.
tough. It's like a tough fight night. You know.
But tough, you know what? Yeah, tough kind of. You know what's better than tough is Dana White's fight contender. It's just
Yes.
stop tough.
Dude,
Tough makes
Tuesday
no
Night
sense.
Contender Series is fire flame.
You know. Hey, you know what Alex said off camera? He goes, "This is a Combate Americas card."
Jeez.
God damn.
Nick, he just insulted all the fighters you trained for that league.
And honestly, when he said that, I was like, I've seen way better Combate cards. than
This
this.
is a Combate.
I've seen way better.
Bro, hey,
Combate
tell
fight
me I'm
cards than
wrong though, bro. Tell me I'm wrong.
This
You're
is
not
like
wrong.
this is like a Saboba fight arena Gladiator challenge fight card. This is what
This is like almost Trigon level. Let's be honest. We don't
This
have
is-
anyone on that fight.
Trigon might be more lit. You know what? Put them all in a Trigon. That's
This is the card. These are the
Try it out.
fights on a Bellator card that they don't even talk about, but they play after the main event, that are live after the main event.
the local fighters. And
Yeah.
shit, yeah. But shout out to Devin Clark.
Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah,
Devin Clark. We hope he gets the win. Did he get a win last time?
Yeah,
He did.
knocked
Yeah.
out.
See, without
out.
without
'Cause we
our
didn't
help,
interview him.
homie gets wins.
Yep.
So Devin, we love you. Don't ever let us interview you again or talk about hunting too long.
He's like,
Because-
don't worry.
Oh, we'll interview him after he wins.
He's like,
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't want
wanna
to talk to you
mess that up.
motherfuckers ever again.
Alex, do you have any announcements for the MMA world or the people in the internet?
Yeah, if any fighters are watching, hit me up. Let's fucking shoot some shit.
He makes good videos, the guy. He makes
Yeah.
great videos.
Other
What's your
than
Yelp
that,
review? That's the question.
5 stars.
Fucking
bro.
5 stars. He's been shooting my videos and they're coming out great. You know,
So
Nick, what would you like to tell the MMA world or local people looking to train in Pasadena jiu-jitsu, or if they have kids?
come train with your boy. in Pasadena.
Where at?
You can find me at Lionheart
the club.
Jiu-Jitsu, or just hit me up on the gram. You guys can hit me up there. You know, go to my website, ntetraining.com. Shoot me an email. Shoot me a G chat. You know what I mean? We'll link up there. G chat. See me on G chat, my G's.
Vincent, any new content with Mexican martial arts or any new projects you are wanting to do?
I recently discovered boba, and
I don't like how you looked at Nick when you said that.
Hey, how do you know?
I've
I've
been
been
who's
looking at you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
You don't
just
know
want
where
to say,
you are?
I really, really love boba, and I think you're a serial killer if you like that. I don't even know what flavor it is. Is it like black licorice? I got a boba, and they gave it to me. I asked for a strawberry one, and there was boba, and it was like black or like dark.
Yeah.
And I almost threw up, and I was like, "What is this? I want the strawberry boba, the strawberry balls." And they're like, "Oh, we don't have those."
Oh, I
So
see.
it was.
It might have been
disgusting.
the honey one. The honey one.
honey
Are they
boba.
dark?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tapioca, dog.
You said
Okay,
it
I
tastes-
just
you
want
said it tasted
strawberry.
like. What did you say it tasted like?
It was
Cough
almost
medicine?
like black
Black licorice.
licorice. Or
Oh, so you
something.
don't like traditional boba?
It's got to be strawberry or kiwi.
Mm.
But I just
Oh,
want
you
to
got the
confused. Are you
flavored-
talking
oh,
about?
you-
Are you talking about
No, no,
flavored or flavored
He's talking
boba?
about flavored.
Bro,
boba.
he
flavored boba.
He's
Yeah,
talking about
because
white boba.
He's
That's what he's
spoiled,
talking
bro.
about.
Spoiled.
There we
'Cause
go,
they
Alex.
give me-
Thank you. You've been around Asians enough.
That's not, bro. You go to any fucking most San Gabriel places these days, they got the flavored boba, dude. It's the hottest thing. They got the taro flavor. They got fucking strawberry, watermelon.
And
They
I
got
can
a bunch
tell
of-
what
you,
I need.
Well,
it's
we're gonna
the
end the
white
show,
people
though.
that order it. You know?
Yo, Alex
crazy.
kind of API right now.
Nah,
you know?
that's wrong, bro. Alex called himself Latinx. You can't trust this guy, dog.
No, this
No,
guy's
no.
no,
You
this
can't call
guy's full
yourself
on.
Latinx.
No, I think
Yeah,
Alex is
yeah.
Singapore. Alex is definitely like Cambodian or some shit. I
He
believe
a
it.
Salvi girl, bro.
Guys, that is our show. We love you very much. Make sure you follow Mexican Martial Arts. You follow Nick the Ear, Lift God, and myself, Gilbert. We love you very much. Peace be with you. And if you have gyno, don't worry. We all have it in our hearts.
WOH is coming to the scene. We out here MMA, not podcast.